It's me and Olvadi casting this 2v2 game. Olvadi, who is in this game?
We have Marcel as Soviets with urban defense, counterattack, and Soviet combined arms, and Lucky as Brits, instantly locking into technical support regiment. So apparently our allies have something prepared.
Yeah, and then on the Ostier side, we have Boro Badger going Fortified Armor and Toy Vendor going Assault Doctrine. So, interesting. Again, the Assault support is pretty damn good for its increase in resources, the good airstrikes for anti-infantry, suppression and destruction, artillery officer, lots of good stuff. So, hopefully these guys can use that effectively and lock down some territory with fortified armor and advance. But right now they're going with a standard build, it looks like, with Grenadier, Pioneer, MG. Building some cover in mid. But we have our first engagement with some conscripts opening fire on the Pioneers. Meanwhile, we have an MG guarding the castle area while British infantry section almost walk into the line of fire, but luckily pull themselves out just in the nick of time.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm really surprised that we see double Oster. For me, it still feels like one OKW should be always in the team, like, especially because on the castle side, Oster is not performing that well compared to OKW.
Yeah, no. You're 100% not wrong. Actually, and again, one issue is, right now I wish they had more infantry support because IMG is about to be
it's
forced on. Yep, infantry section picking it off. Grenadiers realize the situation as well, pull on back. We have more Grenadiers coming on behind heavy cover, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Infantry section is just going to walk back to the castle and just dig in.
Yeah, that's the reason why I love OKW on the castle side. Like, with OKW, it wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, no, the Storm Pioneers and the Volk squads have enough firepower that an early Brit would have a little bit of tough time, unless they were in some good entrenched cover.
Yeah.
They are moving their forces in and forcing 3 squads to attack the Grenadier squad. And it looks like it's doing very well, bringing it down to 2 models. MG setup, but only with 2 models itself. It'll at least stop any further. Yeah.
Losing the MG really early on can set off Toy Vendor extremely.
Yep. Infantry section are focusing on the... Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get close to the MG. And again, with the heavy cover, it'll take them a while to get suppressed.
Once... Nice focusing though from Toy Vendor, suppressing one infantry section before it got into cover, and now, yeah, he's on full retreat. The Pioneers might have not the highest damage, but in the early game the MP40s are actually pretty decent against units which don't focus the Pioneer.
Right now in mid though, with actually, it's funny, that was only a couple British forces, the rest of them are in mid helping Marcel push, and by God, they're advancing quite a bit. Nice grenade by the infantry section, almost kill a Grenadier squad. Very low on health, but it'll make it back to base.
Yeah, the first grenade always has to do something because like it has the biggest surprise moment. Because not many players expect an early grenade tech from Brits. So yeah, it was a good grenade still. Still not wiped, but yeah.
Yeah.
It did some damage.
Yeah, again, the more models they knock off, that's more manpower they need to bring it back. And right now, as far as I know, yeah, they don't have the bunker complete, so they're not healing their men.
Yeah,
so they'll come back weaker while the Brits can heal with their medics.
Yeah, and they has really low squads in the base, so going to fight Brits with such low squads won't achieve that much.
I'm sorry, Lucky literally pushed back an MG outside of the base. Boro Badger had to retreat there because the infantry section flanked them. So really good job on Lucky. He's been so good with his flanks this game.
And look at the map control.
Absolutely.
Spell basically has no map. Like, yeah, they have the enemy fuel cap, but it's cut off, so it won't do that much.
Yeah. It's like,
so at the
guys,
moment,
we got the fuel. Doesn't matter. We're not getting any resources.
Exactly. AC's on the way, by the way, from... Lucky.
Oh. And that's the other issue versus Ostier only, and not having an OKW variant. Oh, good grenade on the retreat! I'm sorry, on the far right side. They got like 3 Grenadier models and a Pioneer model with that.
Oh, I missed it, sadly. Retreat nades are such a beauty to watch if they're well made.
You can see the dead bodies as they limp away, but anyway, with the toy vendor and Boar Badger, they can bring in what? A 222 or a half track or a pack, and with an AC just roaming the battlefield, any option they bring in is just going to be very difficult for them to contain it.
Yeah, Puma's kind of needed if you want to keep map control in the early game, especially on maps where AT guns are not performing that well. On the open side, the AT guns are fine, but on the castle side, it's such a close range, mid-range engagement type gameplay, so AT guns are not performing that well, so I don't see Axis taking the castle side anytime soon with the AC now on the field.
We do have a push on the far left-hand side with a lot of Grenadiers and MG backing them up. Flamethrower, though, is giving them World of Hurts, bringing them down under half health each. Some Soviet
but
forces...
the MG42 is still in a nice place, preventing any deep flanks, but still the Flamer does a lot of damage.
You say that as mid, lucky flanks with the infantry section again against the MG.
Yeah, Axis kind of struggles to hold like the close right-hand flank, like with the building around this area. So Lucky always has a free go in every time, like so gets an angle and get pushed off. Lucky will just walk in and force all Axis units back.
Yeah, and Lucky's doing exactly that with his AC. We do have a 222 on the field, and again, if combined with some Panzerfaust, it can take down the mighty beast. But we'll have to see. Maybe some tag team effort coming on in with Toy Vendor and Boar Badger working together to neutralize the threat. But speaking of new threats, we have a mortar pit going down in mid, or near mid.
Interesting. Yeah, mortar pit is something that Lucky loves to build. But I don't like this position, because it's really exposed. Like the standard mortar pit position on Eindhoven is behind the wooden building, behind the hedge. So it doesn't get killed by an AT gun. So it's really exposed. So let's see how the mortar pit will play out.
No, I mean, like, yes, it is exposed, but if they can continue the pressure and stop Boar Badger and Toy Vendor from getting those resources, it can be worth it, absolutely. Meanwhile, we have Toy Vendor trying his best to grab some territory on the right, but I feel like Lucky's just going to keep putting pressure on him and forcing him back.
Yeah, Brits are just ruling over there. Toy Vendor tries to get into the map, but kinda is not able to succeed.
Grenade being thrown. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, there it goes. A little delayed effort there. I will say this, Grenadiers with the MG42 did quite a bit against the infantry section, just can't really fight the AC.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, even if you had an AT gun, it's such a awkward position to play the AT gun. He will hide behind all those hedgerows and everything. You will never get a decent angle against the AC. Meanwhile, we have a push going on the left-hand side. Boar Badger, Boar Badger is defending, and Marcel is trying to break through, forced off already the MG42 with the Sysgun barrage.
Yeah, I saw he's a lot of Grenadiers and a Pack 40 on standby. They also have 222s opening fire, trying to clean out the remaining infantry, and now they're engaging the AC.
Yeah, they have to be careful. A lot of offensive mines from Marcel down in the middle area. And no sweeper from Axis, which is surprisingly. Toy Vendor's getting one now. Boro has one. Ooh, they might be a mine.
Oh my god. Yeah. Good mine hit. Almost killed it with a ground shot from that Sys-3, but missed.
Nice try.
Alright, AC has been upped, by the way, to command vehicle level.
That's interesting. So Lucky's trading off like the offensive capabilities of the AC because the upgrade reduces extremely the rate of fire.
Yeah, and now we're seeing a big effort try to hit that mortar pit, but I just don't think they have the firepower against the Soviet. And now we have artillery coming in. Very lucky didn't hit any of the retreating units.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing what I mentioned earlier. The mortar pit is so exposed. Like if you lose control around the middle area, you just get forced off. The AT guns can easily shoot then on the mortar pit.
222 coming in, trying to push back the AC, but can't do too much. Pack gun's trying to reposition itself, but infantry section are slowly pushing in.
Oh, recovery Royal Engineers. You don't see them that often.
Oh,
They're
no, not at all.
Basically a Royal Engineer which can scavenge wrecks. And it comes with a sweeper immediately equipped.
Nice kill. AC neutralizes the
Oh,
222
That's
by
a
Toy Vendor.
really good pickup. Pigran, by the way, on the way from Boro Badger, so he wants to have more infantry. Do we have any interesting taking up already? Nope.
We do have
Both
infantry section at was it 5-man squads? If you want to go by taking up.
Right? Axis is not taking up at the moment, but yeah, it makes sense. Taking up now wouldn't achieve that much. Both players are getting a Pigran.
Yeah. There again, it's like, okay, we need something maybe close range to deal with those conscripts in the infantry section.
Yeah, they need something to like hold off the tides of infantries from the allies, so Pigran makes much sense there because support weapons kinda don't work that effectively anymore with the mortar pit on the field.
Yeah. Let's see. And again, got to give it up to Marcel's mines. Like you said, they have been causing havoc for Boro Badger's advances on the left-hand side. AC trying to dive against the 222.
Oh, it might be risky. They can no support. Yeah, he's holding back. He's not taking any risks.
Yeah. He does have a recon plane shadowing him, so he can kind of detect if something like a pack is moving into his position.
And that's like a really nice thing of the command vehicle. You get like the Recon Pass for 50 ammo, which is really cheap.
Yep. Let's see, and now we have Marcel going counterattack tactics. Oh boy.
Oh, before. And Axis don't have any drops besides the frag bombs against the B4. Oh, let's see how the RNG will play out.
Yes, very curious to see. At the very least, what we might also see is them just using full Mother Russia to increase the infantry, make them better against Grenadiers with the MG42s, or at least comparable with the conscripts. And then, of course, the KV. That's the bit. I know a lot of people really enjoy the KV.
Well, even some people call it OP, so yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I can understand it as well.
I think the Churchill overall is more annoying than a KV-1, but I 100% understand.
Well, you have to keep the cost into consideration, like how much is a Churchill and how much is a KV-1.
That, again, very true, very true.
So, like, once the KV-1 hits, you can don't go for a P4 anymore because you won't achieve anything anyways with it. Every shot will bounce. It's really frustrating to play against the KV-1. So much armor and so much health.
Hold on, we might see a little German counterattack over here. They're trying to pick off a conscript squad on the left, and I think they'll do it.
Oh, that is a death conscript. Let's see if the 222 will disappoint us. He's not going for it. Oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
Nice pickup there.
He definitely got it, and again, he's also, I think he detected the mine. Yep, there it goes. So at least they are trying to detect the mines, clear it, make sure it's a lot better for his infantry to move across the battlefield.
Yeah, they only had one mine, right? Every other mine got swept so far. That's really good from the Axis.
Yeah. Oh shoot, there's the KV coming on in. They're gonna need another pack gun to deal with it.
Oh, the KV-1 will put up a lot of pressure. One AT gun won't do that much against it.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we do have a push in mid.
Against the mortar pit again.
Trying to kill it, throwing everything he has against it.
I think they will get it. Let's see how the KV-1 will play out. I think they have to fall back. Yeah, it's way too risky. Will they get one more shot off? Is he going for? Oh man, he will lose the. He gets the mortar pit, but he will probably lose the AT gun in return.
No, the other pack gun and Faust comes in.
Oh, that.
They can't chase with the damaged KV, and I think they'll pull it out.
AC is trying to go in for some lucky shots, but the wounded AT gun is setting up.
Wait, can the pack gun kill? Oh, it's too risky. Pull back.
It's too risky.
That
was actually really good from the Axis.
He's still chasing, by the way. The 5-man infantry squad's going after the pack. Try and kill it.
Yeah, but they won't get it. Even if he will just decrew and reduce that, but they won't destroy it or steal it. So it's not a huge thing. The 222's going in to avoid any stealing. Yeah. Oh, he tried to kill the 222 with the frag nade.
Yeah. He lived. He barely lived. That's he needed a light gammon bomb. That's what you need.
Well, the nades do damage against the light vehicles of Oster, so
Yeah.
don't stand on mines. Lucky me, while he's dropping himself an AT gun, some med supply and the mortar.
Yeah, the air resupply operation. Let's see. Yep, there's all the supplies. Which again, good amount. Could definitely help him or his ally if they want it. But
I hate this ability so much. It has the same cost as the airborne paradrop with the puck and with the AT gun, but you get so much more value from it. It's way too cost efficient for me.
Yep. Faustin pack hit the KB, but it's gonna make a slow escape, I think.
Yeah, there's nothing to finish it off.
Shock troops are moving on in. Good grenade against the grenadiers.
Oh, the P-Grants have to be careful. They might get wiped on retreat from the P-Grants.
I don't think so because of the MG.
Ah, the MG42 saves the day.
Yeah, but shock troops did work. They did exactly what they need to. They pushed back the infantry and helped the KV stay relatively secure.
Okay, though Toyman has to be careful in the middle. He might lose his sweeper. Ah, he retreats, and
Oh yeah.
the Grenadier saves the day as well.
Let's see.
AC getting some shots in.
Oh yeah, AC very low on health, all things
it will
considered.
probably get away.
I love how he's like, you can't hurt me. I'm so low on health, but it's fine. Let's see. Again, 150 points to 400 and like over 400 points. It's
Oh, we might see a dead P-Gran on top. The infantry section made a nice body block. He focused the AT gun. That's interesting. I would have focused the P-Gran.
He's like, nah, you're not getting that AT gun again. Oh no.
Let's get recruit again, but MG42 is opening fire. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Whatever.
Meanwhile,
Maybe they're going for the easy picks, because right now the infantry section has like Vet 2 to 3 respectively, with like 10 plus kills on every unit.
yeah, but is like a try of a P-Gun way better than an AT gun, which gets recruit but will get easily recruit anyways. It's it's a little bit of manpower bleed, but I think the possibility of wiping a P-Gun is more worth, at least for me.
Speaking of being decrewed, Katusha knocks out the Pack 40 on the left.
We see a nade on the mortar.
Yep.
2-2 is really low. That's some heavy losses. AT gun got decrewed, 2-2 dies, mortar got decrewed. But maybe the shocks might go down.
Shocks. No, they're gonna
But
make
the
it
armor
out.
saves the day.
Yep. And unfortunately, both Boro Badger and Toy Vendor are limited in what they can do. Toy Vendor needs some type of AT because he lost his Pack 40. He got killed by the KV-1. And on the flip side, Boro Badger just... he doesn't have any manpower or really any... Oh, he's going all the way to escalate Battle Phase 3.
Yeah, both are getting tier 4 up. And Lucky's getting a Churchill. That will be also something interesting to see.
Yeah, so it looks like the allied perspective is get the biggest... not the biggest gun, but get the most armor.
The units which never die because they have so much HP.
Yep. Seems to have worked out pretty well. We do have... Again, Grenadiers are advancing. They're trying to get some picks, but they're just not able to. Lucky's I guess on point with his micro, allowing for easy dodges to take place from those rifle grenades.
Yeah, I would save up the ammo, to be honest.
And remember, every time they engage near that AC, the infantry get a boost.
Yeah, the AC is really well played. I know the Churchill also benefits from it.
And right on cue, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a Churchill coming in.
Oh, the Churchill will hit hard. There's nothing to counter it at the moment on the field. That's one of the rare games I would even say go Panther first.
Yeah, I can see in the background.
Need some high damage unit, you know.
Yeah, and like this is where, again, maybe it's just me, but if I'm seeing this game, I know a lot of people don't like using the strategy, but maybe let's say as a hypothetical, Toy Vendor goes for the heavier armor, Boro Badger goes for a Stug army. Just try to hold back like 2 Stugs.
I don't think Stugs will work well because they don't have that high of a penetration value. Planes by the way from Toy Vendor to slow down the. Oh, that was a wonderful watch. It nearly wipes the conscript.
Does get shot down though from the AA gun.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Axis. They have no tank on the field. They have barely to no map control, and they don't have any VP control, and they are below 100 VPs.
Yeah, you are not wrong in that. That airstrike, while it suppressed the infantry in 1 strafe, it did immediately get shot down, so.
Nice nade there in the middle from Lucky.
Oh, yeah,
I think double AT gun should be a thing, no?
Yep. It needs to be.
Yeah, so we have the first Panther on the way from Toy Vendor. The Panther might turn the tide. With the Panther, he should be easily able to get control over the top side or the castle side. Well, and they desperately need map control.
Yes and no. The only thing I'll say is this EEC. If the EEC can do a little thing called target treads on the Panther, even though the Panther is a better unit in DPS, a Churchill and KV1 can still tag team it and take it down.
Yeah, but I don't think you have. Yeah, it will. It's sure if it goes off, it will do a lot of damage. But I don't think you have the DPS to kill the Panther until the track shot runs out with a. At least you don't have a chance to kill it without snaring it.
Yeah, but that's why it's like, again, I feel like they have enough units on the Brits and Soviet perspective that they can definitely do something. Katusha firing, by the way, pushes back to some of the support equipment in mid. Again, gotta give credit. Boro Badger's keeping his Grenadiers alive. They are all veteran C3.
Yeah, Boro Badger has a really good unit preservation so far. I think he doesn't lose any infantry squad besides like the crude AT guns and support weapons. Nice try from Boro Badger going deep for the flank and probably for the retreat nade. Sadly not with the P-Grand.
Yep. He's being chased right now by the infantry section trying to kill the pack. If they kill the pack, KV1 can move on in.
Our AT gun gets decrewed. KV1 is now going in. There's nothing to hold it. The Panther is, by the way, going for the Churchill. There's nothing to. There's the AT gun and the AC. You have to be careful.
Yeah. They have that. Churchill can take a beating. AC is also trying to bring in that fire support.
Boro Badger is going for a Panther as well. Probably thinks he can't wait for the elephant. He needs some strong anti-tank.
Wait, oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this.
Yeah, it's the beauty of the 32-bit version. The workaround.
Yeah.
The new commander changes are also implemented. I hope one day we get the Observer for custom games in the 64-bit version.
Yeah, you know, one day. One day.
One day. And Axis are calling it GG.
Oh, not even without Boro Badger's Panther? Okay.
Well, 20 VPs remaining and triple cap, and not like it would change anytime soon.
Yeah, that was a 24-minute game, but honestly, that was a 24-minute steamroll for the Allies against the Axis. At note, there were a few times that Boro Badger and Toy Vendor got in a good hit, but it never was like Boro Badger or Toy Vendor's austere forces dominant on the field.
Yeah, the early game probably was the main point where it went so hard down, because Lucky had always the perfect opportunities to flank. Like, Axis were never able to stabilize on the front line. Like, you know, Austria is so strong when it has a stable front line with the MG, with the pack, a tank behind the line, you know, it offers so much stability. But if you get every time flanked, you will never get the stability, and then you fall more and more back.
Yeah. No, 100%, 100%. And then if we look at, like, the points and going around everybody. Marcel, 77 kills with the infantry section. On point. He did lose one of them. But he was still very, very good. That he did it. Marcel, 24 kills with his conscripts, but it doesn't matter. His KV-1 killed 3 vehicles. I'm assuming some of those are the sport equipment. And overall, they both kept a positive KD. So, gotta give it up for him. But otherwise, that is game 1. I guess it's now get ready and get set for game 2.
Yeah, let's get ready for game 3.
Alright, hello everyone. This is Greyshot117. I'm joined by Olvadi for another set of games in this Tactical Resurgence Showcase match. What happened last game, Olvadi? And what can you describe the events of last game?
Well, Axis kind of was able to stabilize on the front line and always got flanked from the British player, from Lucky, from the middle area around. So they kind of fall more and more back and wasn't really able to stabilize. If you think about it, they like the complete strategy was thrown over the place. Like the allies went for Churchill and KV-1, so they were kind of forced into going for Panthers, but the Panthers arrived so late that the game was nearly over once the Panthers already arrived, so they really fall behind.
Yeah, but this case, we have some things that are different. Burrow Badger and Toy Vendor, who lost last game, now come back, and they are allied players. A Soviet for Burrow Badger, and Toy Vendor is the USF. Standard builds, Conscript Engineer, and of course, Rifleman Echelon. What about the other side? How's Marcel and Lucky doing, Olvadi?
Yeah, Lucky's also playing a standard OKW opening, double Volksgrenadier with the Stern Pioneer. And Marcel is playing standard Austria with MG42 and Grenadier, so nothing unusual there.
We do have our first engagement in the castle region, it looks like. And Stern Pioneers and Volk squads are pressing, but actually I think the Soviets will beat them because they're advancing, but we have conscripts coming from behind. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, it looks really good actually for Lucky. The Stern Pioneer is not taking that much damage. So he forced off 2 squads already.
Stern Pioneers are retreating. Conscripts are being full. They don't have the best cover. Engineers are out of cover.
Yeah, they have to retreat as well. Well, cover gets negated on point blank, so yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really good for the early game for the Axis.
Are you telling me a bunch of soldiers point blanking each other across like literally 3 feet don't get a cover advantage?
Oh, we might miss this wipe though. Sorry to interrupt you there. Yeah, at the Volksgrenadier you went down on the top from the beautiful flank from Toy Vendor.
Oh, nice! Okay. Engineer squad's made it out. Good flank by Toy Vendor with his rifleman coming in to help his team. That's what, again, 2v2s matter with teamwork.
Exactly. The flank and the right moment can shift the whole outcome of a battle.
Yeah, and killing a squad works because now the allies still have the fuel on the right. They still have a good amount of points, and they still have the VP. So overall,
they might lose one more Volksgrenadier if they are unlucky, and Toy Vendor is committing. He's trying to go for it, he's chasing. But nah, it's too risky. But no one rifleman has to be careful.
Okay. I was looking at see if he got grenades this time, but no grenades on any of the troops yet. Or Molotovs either.
Well, Toy Vendor has theoretical access to Molotovs. You went for Urban Assault as USF.
Yeah.
So we are going to see in famous Calliope.
Wait, counter! We have a good pick off by one of the rifleman squads by Marcel using his MG and Grenadiers to pick off it.
We slight misplay there. He should have waited for the decap to deny the fuel income. But nonetheless, hard to tell who got on top on this engagement. Like both teams lost one squad, like mainline squad. The Axis got the control over the castle side, but will they be able to keep it? And also like Allies is capping the other fuel as well, so both teams will have fuel income. So it's like nothing ever happened.
You are not wrong. Again, it evens the fight, but now it comes down to like, all right, who can continue to get those wipes, or how can the? It seems like the Allies are doing another big push. We have a captain on the field with a bar, so again, that brings in M1, howitzer, and a half track. That's what the American could bring in shortly.
Yeah, it's interesting. Toyvender's replacing the rifleman, so he's maybe not going for a light vehicle. I don't know, because like I would delay rebuilding the lost rifleman to get the light vehicle out earlier.
It could just be he wants to dominate the field with infantry first, and frontline infantry is like, okay, I can do that.
One Volksgrid, yeah, will have again a rough retreat through the captain with the bar and one rifleman.
I don't. Oh, it's gonna be close for that troop to run.
There's red cover on the road, I think.
Yeah, he will. He will. So it might get another model. I don't think he'll die, but still. Oh, 222 coming in.
By the way, Lucky went for breakthrough and called in the Storm Officer.
Oh, yes, yes. So I'm actually surprised he hasn't. Usually I see 2 Volk squads, then the person goes 2 Panzerfusiliers. So a little surprised he went more Volk squads.
Well, if you want to play aggressively, I would favor. If you want to play really aggressive in the early game, I would favor Volksgrenadier, because Panzerfusiliers without the upgrade and without veterancy are poor man's Volksgrenadier, basically.
Yeah, yeah. But he does have a special unit out. It is the Sturm Officer, which is a nice little support unit. Again, has some nice upgrades to help get through enemy defenses and MGs.
And the air half track is, by the way, on the way from Toyvender. So
yeah,
we are going to see some light vehicles from the USF player.
Yeah, and actually the Soviet's not far behind. Oh, never mind. He changed his thinking. He originally was getting a ZIS-3. He canceled it and instead getting a tier 3 building, most likely for a T-70.
Yeah, he will probably try to rush out the T-70. He's close to it.
All right.
But
oh,
that's a wonderful nade. Sorry, a wonderful mine, picking up 4 models on retreat from the.
Yeah, I saw it in the castle. Yeah. Yeah, good trap laid by Lucky.
It's kind of struggle to get map control. Like they have like a decent. It looks like they have decent map control, but they never are in control of their cutoff, so they have not much resource income.
It's gonna really determine from the light vehicles to see if that actually changes a bit, if they can bring enough firepower to really break the enemy.
And Borobeja called in a shock. So yeah, he says I don't have fueling, don't have high fuel income, which will delay this T-70 so much. I'd rather get it shock stand till I can build the T-70.
Yeah, shock troops are very good, and honestly, it's Marcel and Lucky don't exactly have a direct counter to it right now. Especially fighting in an area where it's close combat. Shock troops dominate unless you get Obers or Panzer Grenadiers or something.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, it also reveals that Borobeja went for shock rifle frontline, so he could call in later on the IS-2 if he wants to.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more mixed. I like the IS-2 as a tank. I just feel like a lot of times in a competitive 2v2 game, if you deploy the heavy tank, it's sort of... I don't know. It just doesn't...
It's really map dependent.
Yeah.
Like... The IS-2s on open maps are really bad, but on like close range, mid-range maps, it's okay-ish. Or decent, but yeah, I don't like the IS-2 as well. It's so weird.
I think it's good. I just don't. Every time I've seen it so far in like one of these games, it just hasn't done enough to justify its cost.
Yeah, that's the problem. It has a big punch, but somehow it's not delivering the punch.
Yeah. All right, Molotov pushes back the Grenadiers out of cover. They're trying to go for the decap to cut off the fuel and a lot of other points.
Yeah, they need the cut off. They need to deny. He's retreating.
Not able to do it though. Allies fall short.
Have to be careful. They're really low.
It looks like they get out just in the nick of time.
And T-70 hits the field.
All right, so we have the A half track on the left and the T-70 coming up on the right. And we still only have a 222. OKW has gone with medical facility, but is yet to go with a mechanized. Oh, he's going with the Panzer headquarters. That's what he's deploying.
Yeah. Well, that will help out a lot to cover the flank and cover the... not the flank, but cover the cutoff. That will be surely a big helpful thing.
Yeah, right now we have the Sturm Officer trying to hold mid, but as soon as that T-70 comes in, he's like, nope, I'm out.
T-70 is such a beast. I had so many games where I was really behind, then the T-70 hits the field and suddenly it slingshots me ahead. So yeah, the T-70 can really change the outcome of the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, again, light armor, guys, it has such a big impact. I know everyone talks about like the Tigers and the Pershings and like all the bigger vehicles, but light vehicles, they play such a big impact. Alright, but anyway, it was enough for Toy Vendor to take mid. And hopefully, and again, VP-wise, it is very close this game. A lot closer than last game.
Yeah, that last game, Axis was not able to stabilize. I think going double Austria was a mistake. It really sets you behind.
Good trap laid by Boro Badger, doing a good hit on the Stern Pioneers. Though he did destroy his own cover, and I don't think it's going to help against the officer. Oh wait, no, here comes the T-70 to help.
Oh, the T-70 will do a lot of damage to officers to retreat. Yeah. Where's the Raketen? Our Raketen only is now on the field. Ooh, the Volkswagen has to be careful. The T-70 can ripe it on retreat if he gets some lucky shots in.
Yeah. Lucky did get a Faust off, but I don't think it's worth it.
Ah, that double engineer's already around the corner. It will get repaired immediately.
Oh, Raketwiffer's coming on in. Hold on. And we have the MG-34 suppressing him.
Oh, nice try. That was a weird smoke nade.
He was trying to protect his T-70, I assume.
Yeah, but still, I don't think that was worth it. He should have tried to...
On the left-hand side, the rifleman flanked. They AT grenade the 222, and the M1 neutralized it.
It was one shot from the A1, doesn't... with Snare it only needs one shot, right?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
But still, it was enough damage. They did it and pushed back Marcel on the left, who's also gone with elite troops. So, again, that'll probably be G43s on his Panzer Grenadiers, which we're seeing right now. And then maybe a possibility of a Tiger Ace.
G43s are amazing. Basically an upgrade on all ranges besides long range, where you get slightly worse DPS, but it's such an awesome upgrade.
Alright, T-70 barely makes it out after Lucky tries to go in for the kill. But American forces are coming on in with the AA half-track, although being hit by the Raketwiffer.
AA half-track has to be careful now. Marcel has double AT gun on the field. So if both AT gun shots connect, that's that flak half-track.
Oh yeah, he's keeping them together too. But he's also being kept away because of the Rifleman squad in heavy cover, so he can't move up the packs to really neutralize them.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the Rifleman can't push against the packs because there's an MG and Tier 4. I'm not sure if the allies spotted the Tier 4 so far, but wow.
Yeah,
the retreat nade.
My jaw dropped when that happened. I'm like, that was perfect.
I just saw it like in the corner happening. Oh, wonderful nade from Boro Badger.
Perfect. It honestly, perfect shot. Got it. That's another unit, and again, that really hinders Lucky's capabilities for like a big push.
Yeah. He lost already 2 Volks Grenadiers in the course of the battle.
Yeah, so he's going to be on the defense. Marcel's going to have to really do the damage and hopefully bring up the firepower to get some kills. And he has it. Double pack, 3 Grenadier squads with upgrades, G43 equipped Panzer Grenadiers.
Raketen is moving up, by the way, and the T-70 is forcing off the Stern Pioneer. But I don't think Lucky will be able to get the castle side anytime soon. I think he's over-investing there. He should play more defensively towards the middle at the moment, because I don't see him breaking into the top VP at all at the moment with so heavy losses.
Not at all. Boro Badger easily doubles him in frontline forces that could wipe him. And that T-70 is better than anything he can muster at this moment.
But the P4's on the way from him.
That's true. Again, he does, well, Marcel. Oh, and Lucky both have Panzer Force coming out.
Both have a P4 on the way, so... Really good P4 timing, like minute 40
because both
rounds.
Toy Vendor and Boro Badger don't have medium armor.
Flame artillery is going down on the middle VP.
Again, good use. T-70 pulling back. Small push on left of the rifleman. And they half track.
It will be interesting how the P4 will perform. Like, yes, not much on the feet at the moment, which could cause any trouble for the P4 besides like 1 AT gun for each player.
Yeah. Let's see, A half track still trying to support. Pack guns being pushed away though by the riflemen, so they can't line up a shot on that half track.
Yeah, but there's the T4s opening fire, so they can't commit really.
Where's the M1? M1 is lined
P4
up
hit,
though.
by the way, on the top side, the mine. Both tanks actually. The T-70. Oh, it got snared.
Will get snared. Again, great shots and great positioning by the M1. Panzer IV just... Wait, what? Toy Vendor says IMO. What happened? Oh, he loses a rifleman?
He lost... Probably... Yeah, he lost a rifleman. He's calling in Rangers. I missed it, sadly. What happened?
I was watching the M1 fire on the right. Unless the Panzer IV got the wipe, maybe?
Maybe the P4 got one of those magical one-shot wipes. Which it
Yeah.
sometimes do.
Oh, I've had that affect me, and it sucks.
It sucks very... Like, the inconsistency of the P4 can really hurt you. Sometimes.
Yep. Alright, but at the very least, it does look like Marcel is finally grabbing mid. Although, and actually, he's grabbing left as well, which is good. Boro Badger's helping, though, stop the bleed by taking the right-hand side.
P4 is getting double snared, yes. But there's nothing to finish it off.
Well, there's two Zis guns saying otherwise, moving on in. Shock troops are trying to clear the infantry, Rangers as well, but they get pushed back.
I don't think they will get into range. Yes.
You say that, but they're trying.
They're trying, yeah.
But they might be overextending.
Up, and oh yeah, that might be a risk from Boro. You don't want to lose both of your AT guns.
Rifleman charging on in. I love it. They used the smoke drop from the, was it cover to cover to get past the MG?
Oh, nice. Well, that's a really nice double team actually from Toy Vendor. But Marcel's already there to try to get some damage control running.
Yeah. Artillery officer trying to knock out the Zis 3. Panzer IV doesn't care. He's charging.
Okay, W lost a unit. At least that was the announcer said.
Yeah, I think he lost one of his support units.
This gun gets recruited. The officer wet 4 is doing some heavy lifting. Yeah, that was the thing. He overextended and will now lose one AT gun.
Yep. Oh, the Storm. I think he had a Storm officer that got neutralized. That's what happened. Sorry.
The Storm officer is doing some work. Is Red 4 next to the OKW P4?
Yep. Alright, so let's see. And again, with all that happening, though, Marcel just curled up and took over the left-hand side, just really dominant on that sector.
Yeah, but it's close to even map control because Allies is holding the top side completely.
Yeah.
I meant the Allies. I mean, I mix up the names so often.
Oh, no worries. Again, we do have something coming in. Howitzers being placed in mid, hopefully to neutralize those AT guns. M1's being set up, hopefully to counter the Panzer IV lurking about.
I know what luck he lost. He lost the Stern Pioneer. He's rebuilding it.
Oh, yeah. No way to heal your Panzer IV.
Solved. Yeah, repair is a problem. It's really horrible if you lose the Stern Pioneer because it's so expensive to rebuild.
Boro
It's not
Badger
like an engineer.
has yet to pick anything in terms of armor. He's just deploying 2 AT guns at the moment.
I think he will go Calliope first.
Boro Badger? We'll go Calliope?
I meant Boro Badger will go IS-2 first.
Yeah, I could see.
Probably not, but
I can
Well,
see
he
Toy
has
Vendor
T4
going
up.
Calliope. Especially neutralizing the packs. Yeah, that could be a big help.
Like the T7 is already doing great work. Like Vet 3, 13 kills, and I don't know how much HP damage.
Oh, Major might be picked off. They are. Major's done.
Yeah, maybe the top is not a great
Bundle grenade's
block,
gonna.
sadly.
Oh no.
Wonderful bundled grenade.
Yeah. Rashlon might bite it
Before
here.
blitzing in? Or not?
No, he's just trying to
was
pick off the
blitzing.
Rashlon.
At least Blitzkrieg is on now on cooldown. Anyways. Oh, Toy Vendor's getting a Sherman. Not the Calliope Sherman, a normal Sherman.
They need something to fight that Panzer IV, so I definitely see it.
Especially with this Doctrine, you can upgrade the Sherman with the Dozer Blade, and it becomes a mini KV-1 then.
Yeah.
So, definitely a really good investment of resources there.
Panzer IV and Volks take over the right-hand side. It's looking grim for the Allies. Though, one positive note is they still have 274 points. They have plenty of time to counter.
Yeah, they have also like...
Big push in mid, by the way.
Oh yeah, nice to see there. He's up. Yeah, he is retreating. Setting up the MG42 would cause a wipe. Sherman has to do some heavy lifting though.
Yep.
It's getting immediately the Dozer upgrade.
But with the Dozer upgrade, at least it stands a chance against the Panzer IV. Like, it has a clear advantage over it with the Panzer IV right now at Veteran C1.
Yeah. Well, the Red one also only adds like the Blitzkrieg for Panzer IV, so it's not a huge difference between the Red Zero Sherman.
But then also,
2 hits.
But if the Sherman has Dozer blades, would you say that's comparable to the side armor the Panzer IV gets at Vet 2?
I think it's even better than the side armor.
Okay.
Well, in return you get slower with the Sherman, right? Like it's you trade off speed with HP and armor.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like an upgrade which I would always go for, but it's not like it doesn't have any downside. And you can tell that Lucky's doing really fine now with the P4 and double Obersoldaten. Axis has an easy time to get control. Oh, those are Sherman. It's overextended a little bit.
Yeah.
Double
Big
Racket
push.
Connect before it's going in, but has to be careful. He can get snared. He will get snared.
He does. Actually, wait. Did it kill a unit along the side of him? Hold on. There's a Volk squad gone.
Yes.
What?
What? The AT did. What?
Yeah. All right. Sure. Why not? Anyway, it looks like Marcel's trying to come in to support, but he got snared in. AT guns are trying to go for the kill on the Panzer IV. If they kill Lucky's Panzer IV, that would be a huge win for him in a counter that they need.
He has to be careful that not happen the same thing last time where he lost one AT gun due to overextension.
Well, T-70 Vet 3 is trying to pick off that infantry and help him. At the very least, he has the castle under his control.
Yeah, now he has castle side back, and the P4 will take some long time till it's repaired. So that's
one note.
Nice to see.
The M1 got decrewed.
But we have the big boy on the field.
Right, the T-70, the big boy. Right?
At least he thinks he's one, but we have the real big boy on the field from Marcel. Just called him.
Not the
We
IS-2.
have the Tiger Ace.
Oh, do we have a Tiger? Oh, we have an IS-2 as well.
Oh, we have the Battle of the Heavy Tanks.
Yep. M1 hits the Panzer IV, throwing it back. Almost gets Raken with that grenade, but manages to barely get out of there. Ziskun's opening fire though on the Panzer.
Okay.
Sorry, on the Tiger.
Tiger has to be careful. Double Ziskan is no joke to a Tiger.
You say that, it's just bouncing.
It got one penetration. But yeah, with double Obersoldat pushing in, the AT guns have to fall back. One AT gun is really low.
IS-2's coming on in.
But the IS-2's still coming in.
Tiger Ace misses. IS-2 bounces.
Yeah, the IS-2 doesn't have the best penetration value.
All right. let's see. Population-wise, Axis definitely have lead with that new Tiger Ace. Marcel doing extremely well, having a full army. Lucky, little worse
Lucky
for
is
wear.
saving up for the Jagdtiger. At least he has 300 fuel in the bank.
I don't know if I would go with Jagdtiger. I don't see armor being the biggest. I mean, sure you have the ice too, but I mean, like,
it's, you know, the beautiful combination, like a tiger and a JT, a Jagdtiger, or a King doing? Tiger and an elephant. You know, that's like the wet dreams of all Axis game players into this too.
Yeah, just to guys show you a better perspective. IS-2 trying to chase down the Panzer IV. The Tiger Ace is snared and trying to
getting some heavy damage in. Has to be careful.
Oh, IS-2 about to be snared.
Oh, IS-2 should not commit. It's way too risky.
Pack gun's trying to come in, but Tiger Ace blocking it.
Ah, that's unfortunate. But the IS-2 should be fine. The P4's going forward. Yes, be careful. I think the IS-2 just need one penetration and it's dead on it. Meanwhile, we have Calliope on the field from Toy Vendor. T-70's going forward.
He's trying to hit that Grenadier squad. Yeah. Oh, he might be able to pick it. He does.
Wipe. And
all right, I think that's Marcel's first loss, which is saying something. Oh no, besides the GG2, I think.
I just was looking. I thought Marcel stole the pack heavy, but nope. He might lose the second Grenadier now. But he will get the Rifleman in return. He blitzed it with the P4 on the bottom side. And there's nothing whatsoever there to stop him. The low Rifleman is trying to go in for the snare. The Rifleman got away. That's... I did not expect that.
Wait, did the snare hit him?
I think the snare went off, but went into the ground.
Alright, Tiger Ace now Vet 2. Get some good hits against him from all the allied forces.
Oh, you don't want to lose the Vet 2. USF AT gun, they're so strong.
Aw, dang it. Calliope comes in to push back the Grenadiers. Double Zis backing up the IS-2. Panzer IV can beat its maker if they all they repositioned at the worst time.
And we have the brother of the Tiger on the field. Brother without the turret, actually. We have the Jagdtiger arriving.
Oh, really? Oh. Alright.
So again, that's a perfect late game composition now.
Yeah. And the allies don't exactly have an anti-armor thing to bring in to really help them out, or artillery.
Well, they have access to the Calliope, so the allies have now to win over artillery fight, because they won't win any armor engagements anymore.
Good white phosphorus, delay the infantry.
And nice to see.
Oh, they got some good hits in against the Jagdtiger before it can even do anything. And an AT grenade against it.
Yeah, but they will probably not finish it off.
You're not wrong, and the Calliope's nowhere close to firing, but the more damage you do against it, the less likely it'll come up sooner rather than later. Or Panzer IV hitting the left-hand side on one opposition. Where's that Sherman? It is off by itself in a corner.
Calliope is a little bit too close for my liking to the front line. AT gun will go down to the P4 probably. Nope. Allies need to think about something quick. They're getting so much pressure from the Axis in the middle.
You're right. IS-2's pushing, but I don't think that's a great idea. The Jagdtiger's still within range. He can fire. Gets a good pen.
Oh, he can shoot through the hedgerow. And it's in the IS-2.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's the thing with the IS-2. IS-2 is so easily to be hard countered that it's always risky to go for it.
Hey, half-track now being chased by the Tiger Ace. There's no major AT to stop it.
That might be coming the GG, actually. I don't know what allies can do now.
They might lose this Sherman to the left.
Calliope's opening fire on double AT gun.
Alright, that's a good kill wipe if they get it.
But something went down. The Sherman went down to the Tiger. Probably.
Yeah.
One AT gun gets away. JT's switching sides. Meanwhile, Borobaja recruited a Racketten and tried to steal it, but it didn't work out.
I have no idea how the second pack lived, but the other one did die. So positive, I guess. Wait, Tiger Ace might finish off? So lucky.
Would the Rifleman get also away with really low health? Oh, T70 has to be careful.
Soviets and allies are definitely praying to RNGesus right now, trying to hope for a way to counter. But unfortunately, Marcel's gonna hear those prayers and meet them with Panzerwerfer fire.
With double pen. How much resources do you float that you can immediately do double P-Werfer?
Enough, good sir. Enough.
So yeah.
And right now, Marcel and Lucky dominant in the first game. It looks like it's going to be dominant in the second game too.
Yeah.
I would say Borobaja and Toy Vendor did better in this round, but...
Yeah, that's way better. Yeah, sadly wasn't able to do the damage they needed to do in the early and mid game. And now in the late game, Axis just have the superior doctrine choices and unit compositions.
Yep. Unfortunate. Tiger Ace just putting the pressure on mid.
Yeah, Tiger Ace can easily win a 180 gun.
M1 trying to hold, but just no dice. There it goes.
The AT gun.
Yep. Now the Storm Officer's clearing the AT gun. T70's trying to hold out.
He switched his pistol to an STG. So yeah. I don't know what allies can do. SU-85 from Borobaja, but will the SU-85 really do anything against the Jagd Tiger?
Well, they push back a pack with the Calliope. That's all they can do.
Yeah, but they're really relying on AT guns now. Like, there are not many mobile units which can outflank the Jagd Tiger and the Tiger. So, yeah, you need AT guns as a second row, but it's like not the end of the world now if you get decrued. T70 goes down, by the way.
Yeah. M1 SU-85 hitting the Jagd Tiger, but it's just bouncing or missing all the shots.
Yeah, 25 points remaining, and the allies are calling the GG.
Again, it's a good game right there, but unfortunately, while it's even in the first half, I feel like they weren't able to wipe enough units to bring Marcel and Lucky down. And the IS-2 was good against the Tiger Ace, but not against the Jagd Tiger.
Damn, Jagd Tiger just... You are too slow. And
yeah.
So... No. The Tiger... Once the Jagd Tiger... Their Axis had basically the perfect army composition. They executed their strategy extremely well.
Borobaja got most damage and most kills on the Allied side, on the Axis side. That more kills for Marcel, more damage for Lucky. Oh my god, yeah. What did... I moved away, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. It's just literally the time is something shooting, so it's just like echoing. It's Jesus. Anyway. So yeah. But no, overall good game, all things considered. It's just... And I get a bug splat.
You get every time a bug splat. It's... Welcome to COH2.
So, hello, this is Greyshot with Olvadi in another 2v2 game. And it's Borobaja and Toy Vendor, actually funny enough, both already picking their commanders. Versus who, Olvadi?
First is Marcel as Oster and Lucky as OKW, instantly going for Scavenge Doctrine. So, that will be an interesting game. Especially because Toy Vendor went for my favorite Doctrine on Elf for Urban Defense.
And Borobaja went for my favorite doctrine, so we're not biased in the slightest.
Not indeed.
But no, for ladies and gentlemen, for those who are tuning in, Borobaja and Toy Vendor are actually on the backward trajectory. They need to win this match, otherwise they're done. Correct? This would be
it's the decider game for it's the decider game for Marcel and Lucky.
Yeah, so we'll see how things progress. Anyway, so what do we have right now? So Lucky has gone with a Kubel. Interesting. Along
King
with Volks
Kubel
and
will
Serm.
win the war.
Yep. The mighty Kubel, the unit that can hold off Shermans and IS-2s by itself.
I love the Kubelwagen in the early game, to be honest. Like, capping has so much fighting power. You just repair it away so you don't bleed manpower.
Yeah, but if you want to see manpower bleed, check out mid, where two allied forces, both Soviet in nature, are just going to beat back this one Volk squad.
Yeah, that was good. And great opening for allies indeed.
Yep. Oh, actually, good thing. So in this whole tournament poll, there is some maps that are mod made. It's just they haven't been picked yet. So.
Yeah, indeed. If you want to see what maps are in the map pool, I have a post on COH2.org. It's a Technical Resurgence 2 vs 2 edition post. So
yeah.
you just go into COH2.org and check it out.
Always want to give a shout out to the map makers who put so much time, effort into the game to really make the maps so good for 1v1, 2v2 play, etc.
Yeah, it's sadly map makers don't get that much attention like they should, because making a good map is so much work, and often you just get some trash talk because I don't like where you place this cover and everything, you know.
Yeah, or you get, well, map makers suck because they made Sittard Summer.
Yeah. Well, isn't it a relic map?
I'm actually not sure about that one. I think it was a community map they put in. But anyway,
yeah.
but no. There's plenty of awesome community maps being made. And actually, real quick, good move by Lucky, removing all the cover that Boro Badger placed to stop him from using the good cover.
With the Kubelwagen. Yeah, it's also like a big advantage of the Kubelwagen. You can crush the fire.
Yep.
So yeah, by the way, this is also a community-made map. So just a great example for a good map. We can not only talk about bad maps, we also need to talk about the great maps that the community made.
And you know what? I'm going to be controversial. Lorch Assault, great map. Alright, but beyond that point, let's watch conscripts reinforce the engineer squad, push back the Volk squad and the Kubel. We have reinforcements, though, coming on with two Volk squads coming in.
Yeah,
and
Kubelwagen has to fall back.
infantry.
Merging into the flavor is also always a really nice thing. You can really take the engagements then way longer with the flamer. Oh, he might lose a conscript. Nah, he reacted.
Yeah, I was watching. Like, is he gonna retreat?
Meanwhile, we have one wipe for Lucky, actually.
Oh, really?
Somewhere
Wait,
I didn't saw it, but he doesn't have a Stern Pioneer anymore.
Yeah, no. Somehow he. Wait, did? Actually, I'm not sure how that got picked off.
I don't know either. That's a big problem because the Kubelwagen can't repair itself. Well, it can, but at that 3 only.
So it's just gonna be hiding in the back, just doing shots. Like, all right, I'm halfway there.
Well, you have Shine Veterancy, so technically you don't need to pick any fights.
Meanwhile, on the far right, we got Toy Vendor trying to hold off Marcel. And it looks like with the conscripts, he will do that. Marcel's MG makes a retreat. He does. Marcel's forces do capture mid, though. So one positive.
Toy Vendor do that, what I'm thinking he will do. Let's see how he might now get the HQ into the cutoff building. That's something that you desperately want to avoid as access, but no, he's not going for the cutoff. Or the other point which he needs to cap, he's going for the fuel point.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Let's see.
By the way, we have the GLI from Lucky already on the field, but he's rebuilding the Stern Pioneer first before taking up, so no G43 upgrade there.
No, yeah. Again, we also have Marcel bringing up a 222, and but again, Boro Badger's bringing up heavy infantry with the shock troops. So everyone's bringing out more specialty units. My only concern is the fact for the Allies is they don't have a major AT unit for the 222.
Yeah, Toy Vendor's getting also an MG. Well, Toy Vendor has access to the little AT gun, which is a really cost-efficient counter.
Yeah,
it's good. It also is not that bad against like medium tanks. Like double little AT gun is actually able to push off P4s and kill them, because like they have an insanely high rate of fire. Yeah, I think it's actually they have the same damage per minute than the SIS gun.
I also did a video where I had like 100 of them fire against a Sturm Tiger, and the hit was so massive it like rocks the Sturm Tiger on its side.
Oh man, that must be really hilarious to watch.
Oh yeah, but anyway, one good move. Again, you have Toy Vendor going in, burning the MG, forcing Marcel to send it back to base. But Marcel trying to get a pick on the retreat.
The 2-2 comes in just in time, and yeah, Toy Vendor's going for the little AT gun, the baby AT gun, so I love to call them.
No,
and we have a great push from Boro in the middle.
Is he really? Oh yeah, a lot of his forces are forcing him back. Unfortunately, Toy Vendor, all of his forces had to retreat back to base from that 2-2-2, and now it's busy focusing on those conscripts in mid, try to build that cover. Forcing the unit back to base. Do we have any AT grenades? Any at all? No, nothing.
Yeah, but the little AT gun will do some work against it, so
yeah,
it's not desperately needed, but still.
He does have the building unlocked, so hopefully he can get it up soon. Oh.
The Sharks are doing some work though.
They're doing a lot of good work. Almost kill the unit on retreat.
Again, the Stern Pioneer, which would be a great loss. And Lucky's only now getting tier 1 up, so it's a really late tier 1.
Oh yeah, he just got the medical building up, yeah.
Yeah.
And he has enough fuel for a Panzer headquarters. It's like, alright.
Yeah, he rebuilt the Stern Pioneer first.
Yeah, fair play. The Kuba will need something to heal it.
Yeah. Well, I would have asked my teammate, to be honest, to heal it, because delaying the Faust so much can really backfire extremely as OKW.
That's true, but Marcel's flamethrower was actively fighting on the front, so I think he was like, sorry man, I have priorities. Which...
Yeah, it worked out in the end, so it's not the end of the world.
Yep. We do also have that M42 you were talking about is now on the field, so the 45mm AT can hopefully do some work. And it looks like it did, the 222. Wait, was it? Yeah, 222 got forced back by something, so I'm assuming that was it.
Yeah, it was still a little AT gun.
Oh my god, this retreat back by the conscript though.
Yeah, nice fire there. That's a dead conscript. 100%.
For those who don't know, yeah, he blocked the door with the barbed wire, so he couldn't retreat out the other way. That's unfortunate. But yeah, good pick there, but we do have a T-70 coming on in. And Lucky doesn't have an AT gun, nor does Marcel.
He's taking up. That might be a mistake. Taking up so early, like without an AT gun. He's already, from a liking, way too behind tech. And now going for the greedy approach and take up for tier 3. With the risk, with the T-70 risk around, I don't like it, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing some openings here from against the Axis. Wait, we gonna get another pick on the conscripts? No, they're gonna make it out.
I don't think so. But yes, be careful. The Sharks are in a good position.
Oh, please, Shocks. Oh no, they don't have the grenade active yet.
Yeah, but there's still red cover on the way. He might get the GLI picked if he's continuing to pursue. Nope.
Nope.
T-70 is still on the field and no AT.
Panzer Grenadiers on the field got pushed back by the flamethrower. Conscripts barely make it out alive. The other conscript squad moving on in. Gonna oorah, AT grenade it. Maybe the 45 can neutralize the 222 if they get the AT grenade, but they won't.
Yeah, meanwhile on the OKW Soviet front line, T-70 arrived and the really low Stern Pioneers retreating and nothing to cover it. Might be a dead one. No AT. Ah, it gets away. That's unlucky.
Both squads
don't. Will get snared.
Oh, they got the snare off, but he doesn't have an AT gun, so there's no follow-up.
Yeah, he will just fall back. And that's the problem. Like, it's not a big problem, but Lucky invested his last ammo into the snare. So, I think if you are you really low on ammo, you should not use a snare unless you can really confirm the kill or it's really needed. Otherwise, losing too much ammo, especially if you don't have that much ammo, can really be a bad thing. By the way, Toy Vendor lost the little AT gun, or it's decrewed. on the near to the house on the VP.
Oh, did he? Oh, he did. The 45. No. But I love the Germans. Like, well, we're not taking it. Why would we take that thing?
That's also like why I love the little AT gun. Even if you lose it, X isn't eager to have it. They don't want. It's like only good in the Soviet had because of the 6 models.
Yeah. It's like, no, so we're not. Up there they go. They picked it. And they're gonna walk it back to base. Conscripts pushing on in, but the MG42 equipped Grenadier should easily force them back.
Pigran's getting some fire in. Nade on the way, but will get dodged. And we have Ostwind, by the way, on the way from Lucky. It's the Ostwind rush. That's the reason why he went for early tier 3. Because you don't need to upgrade the Schwerer actually to get the Ostwind and the Flammer Hetzer.
Okay. Not a bad unit right there. Again, very good against both any infantry on the field, but also good against that T-70.
Yeah, it's a soft counter against the T-70. You can't go aggressively anymore without risking losing it.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, what do we do here? How do we, like, so now, the one thing issue is, like, Lucky's like, yeah, I have force to take out the T-70. He's still missing the one critical thing, which is an AT gun. Like, he's yet to get
now
that.
the Ostwind gets revealed. Let's see how Boro will react to it. He's immediately building an AT gun, but there's nothing to cover the retreat. But there's a mine. He might hit the mine. No, it's a weird spot for a mine, to be honest. Normally you place it a little bit. He has 2 mines here, actually. On weird spots. He could plant it 1 mine in the middle and it would be more effective. Let's see if he will hit the mine, and he hits it. Never mind. Talking a lot about something which doesn't measure it.
Zis-3 kind of moving on in, so we get deployed that. And then they go into 45, pushing on right against 222. Pen? Yeah, he gets it.
Has to be careful. The little AT has a really high rate of fire.
Oh, please hit the mine. Aw, barely missed on retreat. Alright, looks like... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yep. It's... Axis is doing fine, actually. I forgot what I wanted to say earlier, so I have to think about something new quickly. But yeah, Axis is doing fine. Triple cap on the way. And no fuel control for allies.
They're doing very well. Toy Vendor could deploy a T-34 if he wants to right now. Boro Badger doesn't have the last building unlocked, and with the T-70, he won't be able to get armor for a while.
Some shots in, but we'll get away.
Oh, can we get to Vet 3? Come on, baby. Vet 3 Kubel.
We surely will see a Vet 3 Kubel. It's close to Vet 3 already. Also, and only now getting repaired. It's late, giving enough time Boro Badger to prepare for the next assault.
Alright, we do have that T-34 in production. And Marcel, does he have Battle Phase 2? He does. We just needs the building, and he can unlock a Panzer IV. Which I'm actually surprised why he hasn't done that, unless he's trying to get heavier armor.
He's maybe taking up for Tier 4? At least he has enough resources for P4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting Tier 3 now. A little bit late, but it's not the end of the world.
No, not at all. And definitely, again, if you're looking at what's better, a Panzer IV or a T-34, I think the choice is clear.
Yeah.
Attempted infiltration grenade on the retreat, backfires. Wait,
nice try though on the building.
Does get the unit when he leaves the building. So
yeah, a little bit of HP damage. Shock's not going in. Ostwind is forced back from the Zis, by the way. Oh, the flame net killed 3 models. That's a lot.
Oh my god, Kubel diving the shock troops. It's going mano-y-mano.
Oh, now he's going into the building though, it's burning. Yes, be careful. Now jumping out. Yeah, and retreats.
Alright.
34, by the way, will now be revealed soon.
I'm trying to, let's see, T-70 still trying to do what it can. T-34's on right, diving to 222.
Oh, 222 might go down. Yeah, it will go down.
Yep, great shot.
Cuba is really low, by the way, and Cuba is dead.
Wait, what? No! No, not the
free,
Kubel!
though.
He was so young! He had so much potential!
Man, you should see me streaming when I get the Kuba Wagen and I lose it, how I always scream like, not King Kubel.
Yeah, no, it's... Oh, God. It's always fun. It's
yeah,
fun.
it's fun.
Yeah.
T-34, by the way, switched side to support Boro Badger against Marcel's double team, and it's doing a lot of work. Actually, the T-34 is close to Veteran C1.
They fire so much against that Pioneer squad, they broke the fence and allowing him to run through the fence to retreat.
Yeah, saving bad retreat paths there.
Oh, hold on. This MG might be lit upon. T-70, Veteran C2, getting quite a number of good hits and across the board against the infantry. Osman coming over now to help. Oh, hits a mine. Good placement for the OKW on that mine. Osman might try to take advantage of it. There's really nothing to support it.
And he's going in. He could blitz if he wants to.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Osman does have combat blitz.
It has even the OKW blitz, which is better than the Austria blitz.
Yeah.
Because it adds moving accuracy besides the acceleration and movement speed buff. So it's actually really strong.
T-34 forcing the Grenadiers back. Panzer IV, though, hitting the conscripts on the point. VP point-wise, it's actually more leaning toward the Axis than the Allies
But
right
Osman
now.
hits now in mine, and the T-34 is close by and going in. There's not much to support it, actually. There's Lucky doesn't have any AT gun.
Lucky
That's
doesn't...
Dustwind.
Why doesn't Lucky have an AT gun? It's ridiculous.
Especially such late into the minute, and he has enough resources for one. Yeah, it's that Ostwind. Granting the Vet 2 for the T-34.
Yep.
Massa is
Great
going
kill.
over with his P4, but there's enough support. He will never finish it off.
Yeah, Sturm Pioneer decommissioning for fuel and resources. So that's good. At least he got something. Great mine hit on the mortar hit on the way out. Oh, still getting him on the way out.
P-Grads have to be careful.
They do manage to
Allies
get out
are
of there.
really recovering, I think. Like, with the Osmond loss, Boro should have an easy time gaining control on the bottom side.
Oh yeah, especially with him still having that T-70. Yeah, the left side is going to be a piece of cake. Lucky is getting a Panzer IV, but no AT gun. What?
It's really risky. Like, imagine he hits again in mine and the T-34 goes in with one AT gun in the back line.
But this
he might lose the... Massa might lose this before. One more shot is needed. Will he go for the attack on ground? Oh, it missed.
my god, barely hits it. Like, it's so close.
Oh, that would be a catastrophe actually for Axis losing both of the tanks so early on.
Yeah. But no, right now, we're looking here because the shock troops are taking mid. BP point-wise, it's still leaning toward the Axis more than the Allies by almost over 200 points. So they have a decent lead. But Allies, you're right, definitely in a good position to counter because of their armor right now.
Yeah, they have the strong army composition at least. It feels like that. Second AT gun on the way from Boro. Boro could build a KV-1 if he wants to. He could also build a B4 though.
Come on, B4. Come on, B4.
B4.
B4, competitive game. B4, let's go.
The problem is Lucky is scavenged, right? So he has to drop against the B4.
Let's not talk about that. That's logic.
And we don't apply it.
Yeah, we don't apply logic, alright, to the B4. Now, let's see. Grenadiers holding mid, conscript blob pushing left. Booby trap location, I don't think he knows... Or saw him place it down, so if he... Oh, never mind, he just retreats.
Yeah, booby trap takes a long time to get down. Boro's getting a KV-1 as predicted.
Panzer Grenadiers
so the
might
P4
knock out.
will have a hard time. But the AT
Panzer
gun
Grenadiers... Sorry,
also
knock
has a
out
hard time on the... Sorry, on the left-hand side the AT gun is really exposed, but the T-70 saves the day.
Yeah, sorry, I was just bringing up the fact that Panzer Grenadiers got wiped on the right after trying to dive the 45.
Oh, yeah, that might be more important than an exposed AT gun.
Yep. But it's exposed. The shock troops are now going to take advantage. If they get one good grenade, it's over. And I think they will. It's close. Oh, never mind. It was... That was a
HP
complete
damage,
miss.
still something. Not the best, but it was a force off, so... Yeah, but look at the Allies map control now. Double VP cap and 1 fuel point. And
I'm
once
sorry,
the KV1 hit, it will definitely switch to double fuel.
but I'm looking at Marcel and I'm like, Jesus Christ, the manpower. He has 800 manpower right now. Like, get into the
Build
pack.
caches, man.
Well, maybe not a cache. I would be more inclined to build a pack, especially
Yeah,
if you
AT
know.
gun.
Like,
I
you
know
have to
it-
have an idea he's going with B4 by what he's chosen so far. And I think he used 4 Mother Russia. Could be a...
Well, he revealed the shots, right?
Yeah, so it's like, maybe just get either, like, I know you're probably saving up for a Panther, but like another pack would really do wonders for you.
He can't get. He doesn't have tier 4 up though, but he can take that. Yeah, I think, like I said, like Elf doesn't favor support weapons that much, so I can kind of understand it why you want to delay the AT gun as long as possible. But
Yeah.
I think at minute 22 you need some sort of a second row AT gun, because if something went dicey in a certain situation and you don't have a second row of AT gun, you will lose your tank. And the KV1 now reveals itself. And there's nothing that will stop the KV1. If Borobaja knew there's no AT gun, he could just push.
Yeah, he could, but again, he's cautious. Instead, Marcel's building that munition cache in the back line.
It also makes sense with access to Stuka-class air support and scavenge artillery.
Panzer IV almost goes down on the left-hand side. He barely gets out.
KV1 is going in. There's... Yeah, but the P4 blitzed away, so he should be fine. We had the recon plan from Borobaja, so but it got shut down.
Yeah, and again, worst case scenario, they could always call in the Stuka close air support in mid and just drop it all on that Panzer IV, hopefully neutralizing it.
Yeah. It's planes were prop defensive planes on the KV1.
Here it comes.
The might of the Luftwaffe is coming in.
The first round skirted it. Again, it down to about 3rd health.
Not a great effect.
No,
KV1
not at all.
Runs the planes.
He does. But unfortunately, that does open up the corridor for the JLI to hit the Zis guns and force them back.
And Borobaja, by the way, immediately goes for a quad mode though.
Makes sense. Soviets have the best AT gun. I love that half track because it's so good at knocking out planes.
It's really cheap and it shoots down planes immediately.
Yep. I love the fact that it's like, well, we could get like an American AA gun that shoots like the flak rounds or the Oswald or something, but then you get like, we have a
They're so
Soviet
expensive
MG.
for the job, man. So much pop cap you invest just for anti-air
Yeah.
that it doesn't feel nice. P4, by the way, out of position. T-34 is going in on the top side or right-hand side, but he's not committing.
Doesn't matter, his troops are still decapping the territory and expanding, so hopefully he can gain some ground that way. He does get the cutoff, for the fuel is now not going to access lines anymore.
Stuka on the way from Lucky, so he went for tier 2.
Stuka, alright, sure. I can see it against
double AT
Zis.
gun
Yeah.
from both players, and Boro has the Maxim and the Mortar. Yeah. Oh, T-34 might go down 1 HP. Oh, yeah, 1. He's not reversing. I think
Engineer
the
squad
loses
also
1
bites it.
engineer. What is going on?
The complete collapse to the
But
right.
it doesn't
that's-
matter. The KV2 hits the field.
Oh, I didn't expect that. And I don't think the Panzer IVs expected it either.
Yeah, but it's still not worth to lose 2 squads. Or add a tank in return if you could have at least avoided losing the engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, Panther now hits the field. Has to be careful. KV1 is good against Panthers, but you don't have the rate of fire, so in the 1 versus 1, the Panther might win without support.
Yeah, and to be fair, Toy Vendor does have a lot of good conscript forces, but he doesn't have like a serious AT gun to fight the Panther.
Panther might hit the mine if he commits.
Yeah.
If he that's a risk. If he loses the Panther, that might be a huge loss actually.
He can't commit. There's Zis 3 right next to him.
Yeah, I think that was a misplay from Toyvender. He should have baited the Panther a little bit longer.
Yeah.
KV1 is going in. By the way, we have flank from Boro Badger.
That completely backfired. Now he's on the retreat.
Yeah,
What?
the push didn't work out as expected.
KV1's trying the left
KV1.
hook. Oh, they get a Volk squad kill.
Volksquad went down.
All right, but yo, KV1 diving.
KV1
He-
is diving.
he sees an
Stuka
opportunity.
is really close to the front line. Is he committing? No.
No.
Racket
Again-
and the flank. Yeah. But the
So- so-
KV2. 4 kills, that 1 because of the amount of HP damage it does to the tanks. And the MG42 gets dropped from the Grenadiers.
Oh, damn. He picked it up.
Now we have a double LMG42 Grenadier.
But no, Marcel's lost a lot of his infantry in this in the last set of pushes.
Yeah. Like I said, the second row AT gun. For worst case scenario.
Even if it's the 45, it's still something.
Yes.
Our Panzer
Yeah,
IV got
Raketten by the way got decrewed and will get destroyed.
Our opponents are seizing.
Nice.
Suddenly it become really, really grim for Axis.
No, Axis are definitely being pushed back. They still have some fuel coming on in, but not a lot. And also, actually, no, they're still getting more munitions than the Allies. At least right now.
Yeah, Axis have a few ammo cache, right? So that
Yeah.
makes a huge difference. By the way, we have the command P4 from Marcel. 10% damage reduction.
Hold on, KV1 diving once again, or attempting a dive.
Yeah, he's falling back. Way too risky. Plane
Has
on the
the
way
Stuka
from Marcel
fired
for
yet?
spotting.
Crew, stand ready.
The KV2 is really good on the map. It has such a big punch. It's like a ISU just with a turret, you know?
Yeah.
And you don't have to switch ammo types.
No, not at all. But no, you're right. The only thing is that fire rate. Fire rate's not the best.
Fire
but I
rate
think-
is not good and armor is also not that great.
doesn't it?
So on the mouse depths it's not that efficient, but on elves where such things doesn't matter that much, it's okay.
Stuka got a great shot off, but KV1 tried to dive, but immediately met the Panzer IV and backed off.
Yeah, but P4 has to be careful. Double AT gun are setting up and opening fire.
Yep. He's gonna try to get out. Looks like he will manage to do just that. More. Oh, sorry. We have a
Scavenge artillery
105.
from Lucky on the AT guns.
He-
Might get one AT gun, but no.
That was a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, that was disappointing, to say the least.
How much is that again?
But
180? That is not.
I
yeah.
think Scavenge Art is a little bit weird because first of all it comes rather late, but you also need it gets only really good if you have a lot of ammo banked up because you get more shells then, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit awkward to use
Yeah.
for such things. It's good for dropping artillery pieces or
Oh.
against any target which basically can't move.
Speaking of dropping stuff, MG gets dropped by the KV2. Oh wait,
Yeah.
the
KV1
KV1
got
is down
snapped.
half health. Can we take it down?
Nothing to follow up, sadly. Panther is out of commission because it has engine damage.
Well, Panzer IV and Raketten are moving on in.
Oh, that can be something. And nothing to save it. Where are this guns? Oh, this gun ran base. That's a huge misplay. As Soviets, you never have to move your support weapons back into base. Just merge them with the conscripts.
Yeah. Oh wait, Panzer IV.
Oh, but
Nice.
Panzer IV will now get snared.
Is KV1 gonna push? Oh, and KV2's over here now. Oh no.
Oh, the big gun is coming. Meanwhile, Stuka's going down and hits
It's the
engineers.
engineers.
And
But
that's
he
a dead
hit something
P4.
else.
P4 hits veterans free, but it doesn't measure.
Panzer IV run! Oh my god. They're trying to hold it back. They need more AT. Panther's diving.
Panther's coming in with the AT, but AT guns are second row already.
AT
And
grenade
the
kills.
P4 goes down to 80 nades. Yeah, but that's the thing. Allies have the second row of AT guns. They can take risky engagements because they know if something went wrong I can back up into the AT guns. The X's armor can't pursue.
No.
Command P4, by the way, got snared and is really low, but will get away.
Yeah, Marcellus has a decent armor force. His infantry's just been unfortunately hammered.
Yeah, he lost
Lucky's
a lot
the one
with
I'm
small
worried
push.
about right now. He has no armor and he's now relying solely on AT guns.
S385, by the way, from Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor is the perfect army composition. Double AT gun, or one AT gun, one baby AT gun, S385, which might go down because he overextended it, because he wants to get the command P4. But the
Great
Panther
shot
gets some
through the
heavy
forest.
damage. Now he has to be careful, might lose the Panther. One AT gun shot, one S385 shot connects. KV1 might get the second drone. Oh, only deflect damage, but S385
Jesus.
still.
Faust would kill the S285, but still, that's a big
Yeah,
loss.
but trading off an S385 against the Panther any day, I would say.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Meanwhile, KV1 decrews an MG34 on the cutoff.
Yep.
Yeah, the Panther loss will hurt, definitely.
Again, I want to say this before we start making judgments. Marcel and Lucky still have a decent army size of like upper 50s, and they still have a decent amount of resources. Not a lot, but a decent. And then finally, they still have about 100 points. They have
How
a
did
little bit of time.
OKW-P4 die? Ah, yeah, right, it was killed from the...
The AT
Died
grenade.
to the KV, yeah, from the AT grenade, exactly.
I have no idea what this Duke is going for. Oh, he's going for the shock troops. Not able to kill him.
We now stand at 300 points.
He's gotten 15 kills with it, so Lucky's done a decent job.
The Stuka is nice. I would never say it was a bad investment, but I think Lucky's problem from the get-go was his attacking. Like, his plan didn't work out. He went for Ostwind Rush, which was great, and I think the Ostwind was really effective. But the problem is, he was way too greedy with it. Like,
Oh, no.
AT gun. And
Wait, hold
once
on.
it hit the mine, it was nothing to say. KV1 is going really deep, by the way.
Oh, Jesus. Look at the Rakenwerfers now. With no armor support. They're
Yeah,
just
and the
being
T-70
picked
is
off.
going in.
Oh, never mind. They got the T-70. There we go.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
KV-1's down.
And the
Infiltration
I don't
grenades!
know.
Oh, so close.
But the KV-1 will get away. One Raketten already decrewed. Nice try with the infiltration grenades. But Maxim is setting up. KV-1 will now hide behind the
Retreat.
building. Yeah, it's fine. Losing the T-70 was not well. Or even kills one Vox Grenadier. Lucky's
He
army
killed two of them,
might lose the
I
second
think that's
Vox
right.
Grenadier as well. KV-1 is going in.
Fire KV-2. Yep, there they go.
Forward elements report.
And there goes all of Lucky's frontline forces.
Yeah, it's... Lucky's
And
now
they-
at 39 pop cap.
And again, I would gladly trade a T-70 and knock out the entire enemy's, like,
Yeah, that
capabilities.
it was worth it, but like it was not. I think that was avoidable. Let's phrase it that way.
The KV-2 moving in against the Command Panzer.
Oh, Command Panzer gets snared. One more shot is needed. Yeah, it's dead. Or not, because the KV-2 missed.
It has barely any health left. It is
It's
living on a prayer.
dead man walking.
It bounced
Or
a
dead
KV-1
tank
shot?
driving. It bounces the KV-1. That's
Wait, Rakek. Oh, they got it. Rakenwerfers got it, finally.
yeah, but it's a new KV-2, KV-1. And the P4 goes down. Yeah, and Missile costs the GG and drops.
Yeah.
Vendor's calling the GG, well played. And
Still.
it's GG.
All right. Hey, Boar Badger Toy Vendor coming back strong with Soviet armor.
I
Uh,
think it
d-
came down to the lack of AT gun in the critical situations of the game.
No, you're not wrong. Yeah. Well, again, it came down to the fact that I was waiting for Lucky to get his AT gun. He never got it in time, and if he could have took out the T-70 earlier or something, that might have helped. But no, it just too little, too late.
Yeah.
Damage-wise, let's check this over real quick. We're looking at let's see, damage-wise, actually very close between Boar Badger and Toy Vendor. 37,000 damage for Boro Badger and more kills. On the enemy side, Lucky got more damage, but Marcel got more kills.
Yeah, the problem is like the strategy from the Axe player didn't work out that great. Because, like I said, the second row AT gun, I know it's really awkward and weird to use them on else, but at minute 15 and later on you need an AT gun.
So also I want to highlight something very important, that we saw this game and both Boro Badger and Toy Vendor didn't lose that many men. Like, their preservation was on point this game.
Yeah.
So that really does help. But anyway, that was game 3. I guess we're on to game 4.
Else also got game number 4, and we have this time Boro Badger and Toy Vendor as Axis, and Boro Badger went for Spearhead Doctrine immediately as Oster, and Toy Vendor immediately went for Elite Armor Doctrine as OKW. So apparently our Axis boys have something prepared for this map.
Yeah, and again, we've seen the power of the Sturm Tiger used in other matches, and also we've seen the quite effectiveness of airstrikes, stuff like that. So fragmentation bomb will be very good. Mortar half track's great for dealing with enemy emplacements or enemy defenses, like a annoying Vickers machine gun from the Brits, or maybe a pack of Zis 3s from the Soviets, which both Marcel and Lucky have gone. So, anyway, Marcel's gone with an Engineer Conscript start. Lucky has gone with a pure Infantry section start. No Vickers here.
Yeah, and already we had a slight engagement going on in the middle, or on the left-hand side rather, where the Soviet combat engineer picked off one model from Star Pioneer. So that's actually a really big victory in the early game if you think about it, how important the Star Pioneer can be in the first engagements.
No, definitely. Because again, it's like if you just manage to like do that first like low engagement, it can just have this big chain event and just we've seen just impact so many different engagements later on.
Yeah.
Like,
that
right
will
now,
help out Marcel in his early game. By the way, Lucky went for mobile assault, so landman stress.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and also that we get possibly some commandos. I know some people really want to see commandos, so there you go. There's a chance.
Yeah, commando regiment got vetoed, so the only way to get commandos apparently is land mattress.
Yep.
Doctrine.
We do have a Royal Engineer on the field. That's interesting, because usually we just see pure infantry section, but unless he's planning on building an early mortar pit or something.
Maybe for the flamer, because of the buildings.
Oh,
because
yeah.
with the doctrine you can get the flamer.
That's a 100% fair. I forgot about that. 100%. All right, but big engagement in mid. And I think he's trying to use Royal Engineers to flank and get close range. Nice fire grenade's gonna.
I think that's a one engagement for Axis. Yeah, allies are soft retreating. Lucky got some heavy losses there. 2 squads, 3 squads are forced off. One other on the fuel side against some MG Pioneer combination.
Yeah.
Great start from allies.
No, it is.
From Axis. Sorry. Allies have a good map control, but Axis committed more into fighting, so it will probably change.
I actually kind of see both, because Axis, you're right, did win mid and right, but on the left-hand side, the Soviets are pushing so far. They're building cover outside of the OKW's base. Like, Marcel is like, come at me, bro. Literally outside of Toy Vendor's area. So he's ready to go.
Yeah, but Toy Vendor went for comparatively low voice grenadier count if you don't put into account that he didn't win for elite infantry doctrine. He's going the 2-1.
I'm sorry. If you look on the left by Marcel and his engineer, there's a Volk squad on the other side of the fence. They're both staring at each other, but they're not firing. It's like perfect.
A staring contest.
Yep. They're like, you gonna go behind the fence? No, you gonna go move around the fence? Nope.
Flame Pioneer from Marcel is going in. Stem Pioneer there. That's an awkward fight for Toy Vendor. And now with support coming in, that might be different. And the 2-1 coming in, that might make the difference. Stem Pioneers to retreat though. You don't want to lose it early on with a light vehicle. No snares from Marcel.
No.
So the 2-1 can go as close as it wants. Yeah, that's the one engagement for Toy Vendor.
Which is good for him, because that wins back his side.
Yeah, it's definitely needed without any ammo income and...
Wait a second. Error has been made. 221 gets too close to the engineers.
No.
Get AT grenaded.
Now he needs to get... And allies have double ammo income, so it's not in... Like... We have to delay the 2-1 till it gets repaired.
Oh, and whether our engineers did get destroyed. I was looking at Lucky. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, he lost one of his Royal Engineers.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Royal Engineer is such an awkward unit to build in the early game. Because they're not that of a good fighting unit.
Yeah, they're better at close range, but you're not entirely wrong.
Yeah, but even not at close range, they are good. Like,
yeah.
I've always think them like a slightly better version of the Austria Pioneer. And even as a slightly better version, they are not like performing really good in close combat. But we have an early AC on the way. So the early map control paid off for the allies. The 2-1 has to be careful. By the way, Toy Vendor used the reload button on the 2-1.
Oh yeah.
Look how much damage the infantry section are actually doing against it.
They're doing pretty well. They're doing a good job
health.
containing Toy Vendor.
AC on the way on the field now, but it will take some time till it's on the field. And map control is really in favor of Axis now. Like, kinda a reverse from what happened earlier in the game, where allies have kept till the enemy base. Now, Boris is doing the same thing.
Yeah. Alright, 222's on the field. They cover the 221. Infantry section don't... they do have an AEC on the field, and it's making its way over to another part of the field, not where the armor is.
It reveals itself now, so Axis now they have to be careful with the light vehicle.
Oh wait, 221 might die here. Infantry section are putting up bullets into it.
Nope, he used smoke and should be fine.
Okay, gets out, barely.
Yeah. 2-1, it's awkward to use in the early game because it dies so early. But with the upgrade, it actually becomes really decent because in theory, with the upgrade, you should never be able to lose it to an AC because the upgrade grants you a map pack, anti-vehicle map pack. You see all vehicles in the fog of war, at least close by. So you always know when the AC is coming in.
Yep.
AC gets nailed across the map.
Yeah. God, I love in COH2 those heat-seeking AT grenades and the long-range Faust that go like a quarter mile.
Well, I think otherwise it would be really frustrating.
No, I joke, but it...
Yeah, I know, but still, it would be... I thought about a long time, like, what if, like, every time you leave the circle, the AT grenade and Faust gets immediately cancelled, but I think that would be really frustrating.
Speaking of
By the way,
frustrating...
AC is going in. AT gun is a tough spot with the guards around there.
Yep.
Grenadiers
with
are
those DPs.
relaxing there.
They're doing a pretty good job, all things considered. Soviets are keeping Toy Vendor in place, and he's definitely lost the... I think he's at least lost a unit. I want to say one Volk squad at the very least. He might lose another Volk squad here with the guards.
Oh, that is a dead Volk squad. He's retreating for fire as well.
Yeah, he retreated through his own fire grenade.
Oh, oh, he was lucky.
Yeah, that's the second time the Axe has been lucky this game.
He
no,
did
actually...
He did triple one Volks Grenadier?
Oh, I thought he lost the Volk, but no, he hasn't.
You played triple Volks Grenadier only. 2-1 meanwhile gets snared again. Well, with double ammo income, allies couldn't care less about throwing snares around.
No, not at all.
Marcel now getting a Maxim. Okay, he cancelled the AT gun. And Marcel, by the way, went for Soviet Combined Arms, which is not an often picked doctrine in 2 vs 2.
Yeah. But no, conscripts, engineers moving on in. Volk squads, very low, but need to retreat before all the Soviet infantry comes on in. Let's see, what's the focus of Boro Badger right now? Boro Badger has gone... He has not gone Battle Phase 2. So, he's still off there.
Yeah, he doesn't have the resources for it at the moment, so yeah, that makes sense.
No, they only have 10 fuel coming in. It's that they need to recapture that.
Yeah, they're struggling with map control, like... Oh, not struggling with map control, but struggling to keep the cutoff connected, or the fuel point connected.
Yep. They're, again, they got it recaptured, which is good. Now they're getting the fuel back. They're still down compared to the Allies, but they're slowly gaining back up.
Yeah, oh, careful, he might lose the Stern Pioneer. Nope. The effect of the 2-to-1 wasn't that big, actually. It has like 8 kills. Yeah, we had 1 close to that 2, but still, it didn't have that impact which you normally want to have with a light vehicle, or with an ultra-light vehicle.
Yeah.
So... yeah, it didn't work out that well. Maxim now doing some work. And the guts are actually really good against the 2-to-1.
Infantry section low on health, still holding the line best they can. Oh my god, Volk Squad's retreating again at low health. He's been so lucky so many times with that retreat path.
Yeah, no wave so far for Toy Vendor. He has heal. Yeah, so...
oh,
yeah, he needs the 4th Infantry Squad.
Commandos have been deployed. Pack gun was decrewed, by the way. And now they're retreating.
Worth. He will easily get away, yeah, there's... I don't think the 2-2-2 can finish them off.
AC might finish him off, though.
Oh,
no
yeah,
pathfinding
there's
stops
no
him.
AT gun close by. The AT gun is still decrewed, only no getting crewed, but puffing saves the day.
Yep, pack gun's recrewed. He's looking the wrong way.
Ah, that's unfortunate. By the way, Toy Vendor's getting now an Obersoldaten.
Good for
So
him.
finally he gets his 4th Infantry Squad. And he lost an MG32 at
He's lost a lot, yeah.
34 to a nade from the guards probably.
I mean, he's gotten his Panzer headquarters up, just not upgraded. We'll probably do that shortly. Again, we got Boro Badger. He has upgraded the Battle Phase 2, which is good. But then on the flip side, Marcel, like, if he makes the next base, he's very close to getting medium armor. And Unlucky, same thing. So it's...
yeah, allies have a great field control, on map control and fuel control, so medium armor from them will hit soon.
yeah, they need...
especially because they skipped light vehicles. Lucky went for the AC, so not entirely, but
yeah.
Marcel.
Upgrade. If he upgrades the battle headquarters, he can stop that big British blob from coming on in. But he needs to do it now.
Yeah, he needed to do it now. He's not reacting, not seeing it, or doesn't have the micro for that. By the way, Toy Vendor deployed the 2-to-1 on the fuel point, or 2-to-3 now with the upgrade.
That's helping.
Still no upgrade.
Wait. Oh, on the munition point. Yeah, he's getting 48
Yep.
munitions per turn.
What did I say? Fuel point?
Yeah, I was like, I'm looking at the fuel. It's
Oh,
like
shit.
23. What?
Yeah, that doesn't make that sense. I meant
Oh, you know why he's
point.
doing that? He probably wants more munitions to get his upgrade for his elbow.
Yeah, he needs the upgrades.
Because again, he's fighting guard troops and lots of good conscripts. He needs some better weapons in order to compete.
Yeah, he needs maybe a second Obersoldaten. Might be an over-investment, but he struggles so much with the infantry fights. He's
100%.
not even able to win any infantry fights at the moment.
Our capture point.
And he's doing the one thing that we mentioned before that the OKW player needed to do, get an AT gun.
Gets an AT.
He doesn't have an AT gun, so that AC can run rampant along his lines. Or
Yeah.
Marcel, if he gets armor, could do a similar.
By the way, Toy is getting a leak, interestingly. So he wants some indirect fire against the Maxim, probably.
Yeah. Also, now we have a T-34 being deployed by Marcel.
Yeah, really good T-34 timing if you think about it, that he can build one more in like in half a minute.
Yep.
Or 1 minute rather, with this current fuel income. Axis has no fuel or no map control whatsoever, they're really boxed in. Actually, I would like to see a Katyusha next instead of a T-34, because you know, if you're boxed in a little square, rocket artillery would hit hard, because you don't have room to hide from it.
No, not all. And now Toy Vendor looks like the left side is falling apart for him. He has nothing stopping the Soviet blob, and now that puts his ally in harm's way. Because Badger, he's like, I'm trying my best over here. Now I have to worry about the Soviets pouring in from my back lines.
Yeah. Badger getting some tellers down to avoid deep flanks.
Yeah, good idea. 2-2-1 getting some shots off.
Yeah, but like I said, the problem is guards don't care much about the 2-2-1. And now with the T-34 on the field, and Toy still doesn't have Raketen. It can really easily fall apart really fast. Oh, 2-2-2 might go down. Ace, yes, it's dead.
Might is a definite. Panzer Grenadiers now being chased by commandos. I don't see this going well for the Panzer Grenadier, especially if it's running toward the mine.
T-34 reveals itself. 2-2-1 is in the safe spot, so won't get killed, but the Vox Grenadier are really low and really camped up. If he's unlucky, he can lose them to one shot. No.
Yep. Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
True.
now, Toy Vendor can do anything. He needs an AT gun, but when will he get an AT gun?
Well, Badger has 2 AT guns, so we could just maybe borrow one. Just lease it.
Yeah, normally you think that's easy, but you have to keep in mind that you have to micro the AT gun still. Like, if your teammate goes forward, you have to move forward. If your teammate is going back, you have to move them back. And on paper, it sounds really easy, but in real life, I forgot the other word. It's not that easy. So he definitely needs an AT gun. As a short-term solution, yes, but not as a long-term solution.
Yeah. Great shot with the T-34 gaining multiple models in retreat in the MG. Wait, is that... Hey. Oh, no, I thought it was something else. Oh, Panzer IV's on the field. There we go. Badger has some armor.
Something.
Yeah.
Toy Vendor could get also an... Oh, he got for a Raketen. Finally. But he could also get the P4 if he wants, but probably will save up for Panther. Actually, the Panther with heat rounds at the tank commander upgrade, it becomes like a tank assassin. You have such a high damage output and such a high accuracy with the upgrade.
No, definitely. MG stopping the Volk squads from flanking around the logs. Guard troops are moving on in. Remember, both these troops have their upgrades, so they're good against infantry and armor. Are we going to get a good crush?
Oh, that might be a wonderful crush.
Oh, come on, move!
Nah.
Oh, he's just staying there.
Taking the snare to the face, but nothing happens.
Did get the Ober squad. It just went down.
Oh, I missed that.
Guard troops are just picking them off on the retreat.
Yeah, Marcel is picking up more and more pacing. Meanwhile, Toy Vendor is more and more falling apart. Like, he has 3 different kinds of problems to solve. He's not winning any infantry engagements, but you also need anti-tank because the T-34 is causing a huge problem. Then maybe some indirect fire against the Maxim. It's not looking great.
All sorts of complications you definitely don't want.
Yeah, and meanwhile, P4 is going in. That might be a dead P4. It's getting snared on.
Oh my God! Come on!
One more shot is needed. Who will get off the shot first?
AC, a legend.
With the smoke.
Wonderful shot, and AC neutralized Panzer IV. Getting out of there nick of time, and yeah, that also drives Badger into a situation where he has no offensive power anymore.
Yeah, and it was a long road to save up for the P4 with no income, and now the long road gets even longer. I don't see Axis winning anymore, to be honest.
Well, Panzer IV is coming out by Toy Vendor, and yes, heat round.
Yeah, it's a heat P4. It can do something.
He can definitely drive that firepower directly into that T-34 side and neutralize it quick. The question is, can he do that? And will Marcel let him do that to him?
Marcel, by the way, went for a forward reinforcement half-track with this atrociously ugly animal skin.
What? Are you saying this skin's not gorgeous?
I don't know, man. Even the wheels are yellow.
Yeah, it's a bit funky. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
My favorite skin by far is the Valkyria Chronicles skin.
I like the Panzer Grey skin on all Austere and OKW units. I love this
Hold
gray top on tanks.
Panzer
Because-
IV is literally right next
Why
to
is the
certain
mine
death.
not going off? I think that's in the AoE range, but apparently not.
No,
I think
it's-
when the mine gets off, it's a bit
there it goes.
No, that I don't know, man. I know it's
It's-
that before if he commits and he's committing, of course.
The Camouflage gets one good shot, but everything. AC's
But the guns are moving
diving
forward, AC's going in.
in. Bounces.
Bound one, yeah. But no re-armor.
One shot.
Smoke.
Oh, there it goes. Wait, Volk squads are going to go down, I think. Yep.
GG.
Bounce
as
again?
it's called.
Oh, bounce. No. Oh, so close.
And
That
access
Panzer IV
surrenders.
Panzer IV has been very lucky with all the bounces, but yeah, unless they
Yeah,
had
but
something
it was
else.
dead at that point. And yeah, losing
Yeah.
the P4 was the nail in the coffin for access.
Yep. No, not wrong in any capacity.
Also, Lucky had Churchill in the base, waiting for orders.
Oh, he did? Oh, he did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's no way they could have fight that thing.
They were never able to get on the map, which is quite sad.
I really hope this also, like, reinforces for a lot of other competitive players how effective British can be. Because that AEC, man, like, that AEC was so good at holding off armor, infantry. The infantry section were excellent at holding them off. Commandos were on point. The Rail Engineers were on point for the most part. Like, overall, they were doing very well. And again, he was fighting Boro Badger. Plus, the Soviets doing excellent with their guard troops and conscripts cycling in and out. Make sure they're good against all targets. Just wonderful plays across the board.
So yeah, GG well played to Muscle and Lucky, but also to Toy Vendor and
Yep.
Boro Badger.
For in this best of 5 game, guys, Lucky and Marcel take supreme. They've won 3 out of 4 games, with Toy Vendor and Boro Badger taking 1 victory from last game. Still, excellent plays across all 4 games from every player. Alright, before you guys go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Aphyria, Ace, PyroShark, Tony B95, Epic Pleb, Fall of Man 7943, XSomeToolx, and Netkuba. Thank you all for your incredible support. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot117, and I'll see all of you next time.